Hi, welcome to today's webinar. Uh, this is the self-growing companies webinar, which we always do them on Thursdays. It's all about what entrepreneurs want in their business. This webinars Tuesdays, usually what we do for them, it's on how to take your business, how to strategize your business, how to have system for your business, and actually you as an entrepreneur to work and implement what you need to do in the business as a CEO. So let's get started. Now, this webinar of today, what is going to do for you? It's actually going to free yourself from everything that is preventing you to 10 times what you are doing in your business so that you can grow to the next level. This webinar, in reality, it's going to serve two types of people. The first type of people that we are going to serve in today's webinar is actually if you have a business and you want more freedom. And I believe most of us that entrepreneurs or founders or CEOs, business owners, whenever we start businesses, we usually seek to get freedom for our life, freedom for our money, freedom for having more time, freedom for our relationships, and most importantly, freedom for the purpose that we need and we want in our life. And the second thing is, if you want to start a business and you want to have an exponential growth so that you can grow in levels that you want to reach in a faster way. So before we get started, let's observe the simple rules, please. First one is, please let's remove any distractions that you have. If you are on your phone, if you are checking on your Instagram or other social media platforms or your email or other things, please let's keep those things off for a little bit so that you can focus on what you want to learn here for your own benefit. Also, please, if you are in a place where it's a little bit noisy, try and go to a place which is quiet, a place where we can interact, we can talk and understand one another so that you can implement what you're learning on your business and see results from today. And third, please get yourself a book and a pen if you haven't, because we are going to learn a lot. You are going to take a lot of notes, and what you're going to implement today, it's going to take your business to the next level. Okay. Now, about myself, my name is Shuaib Timimi. I'm the founder and the CEO of Digenous Growth Training and Consultant. I am a certified business strategist and digital marketing expert by profession. I did my certification with digital marketer in US for business and digital marketing. I'm also a personal growth trainer for the past 14 years right now, and I'm an entrepreneur myself. You can follow me and learn more about me on Instagram or Facebook using my account at Shuaib Timimi. I have a simple mission in this world, and that is to help modern entrepreneurs like you to grow yourself so that you can grow your businesses. Okay, I'd like you to please introduce yourself in the box, who you are, what business you're doing, and why are you here. Please put that in your chat box as we continue ahead. I know most of you might be having or thinking right now for some big questions in yourself that, oh, I've been in events, I've been in training, but what is different in this thing? What makes this thing different? Number one, I want you to understand something that I know and I understand that this is not your first webinar that you've gone. I understand that you have gone somewhere, you've watched, people have told you, you are going to do this, we are going to achieve this, but you haven't. And I want you to understand something. It is not your mistake. It's not your problem for you not achieving those results that you wanted, because most of the time on these events or these webinars or these workshops that we attend, people try to give us information, but this information, rarely is it a transformational information because there is nothing to implement. And that is different from what you're going to get here today. Whatever you're going to get here, it's something that you can implement today and see results. Another issue that most people usually get is that we try to implement, yes, but we fail from whatever we implement. And this happens because of the misinformation. There's so many people who act like just information junkies without any practical that they have or any experience that they have in business. They try to talk to you about ways on how to get traffic, ways on how to grow your business, and ways on how to get more clients for yourself. But truly speaking, they have never themselves implemented these things Just they learn from one person and they tell you. It's the concept of the blind leading the blind, and which is so different here. Every single information that I'm going to tell you here today, it's something that I have implemented myself in my business or in my client's business, and we've gotten results out of it. It's nothing that we haven't gotten result out of it. Second thing I'm sure you might be having in your head right now, it's what have you done? Have you done anything right now? Yes, I have for sure. I've started several business, Digenous Growth Training and Consultant from 2014. Before Digenous Growth Training and Consultant, my first business is High Success Academy from 2009 until now. And these are businesses that are thriving. These are businesses that are helping so many people around the world to take their business from where they are to the next level in terms of understanding themselves, in terms of understanding how to grow their business, and in terms of knowing what to do. But that's not it. I've also done a lot of things wrong. Personally, I have failed in other businesses that I've started. I will not be here and boast and tell you that everything that I do is successful. No, that's not true. Also, I have invested in some type of businesses, and I've also failed in those businesses. But we are not going to talk about that. Just few things about me that I want you guys to understand. So what I have discovered for the past 12 years doing business is, number one, for you to know something doesn't mean you can do it. There are so many people who know something by just reading, but implementation is where the problem is. And that is different from what you are going to do here. And this is one of the big things that I have discovered. So many people read books, they watch videos on YouTube, they watch, go to classes and for events, but what they're getting is just information. But implementation is where the problem is coming. And this is what we are going to cure about today. This is actually me more than 15 years ago when I started business working from my home. Second thing is entrepreneurship is the only way to build lasting wealth. This is another discovery that I have. Unless you are an entrepreneur, that's when you can make massive wealth. I'm not saying that if you're employed, you cannot make great wealth, but the fastest and easiest way for you to building lasting wealth is through personal entrepreneurship. Third thing is mentors and coaches can easily 10x your business and your income. Whoever has a mentor or a coach, these two individuals can make your work so easy and show you what to do next without you getting into any mistakes or making any problems that you're going to be facing. And lastly, you need to have a proper mindset, skills, and execution. Without these three things, the first is mindset, second is skills, and the third one is execution. No matter how great your mindset is and the skills you have, if you don't execute, if you don't put on action, if you don't do what you're supposed to do, you're not going to get results. And if you have a proper mindset and you work, but you don't have skills, then you're not going to get the results that you want. And lastly, if you have proper skills and you execute what you're doing, but your mindset is not right, no matter what, you will not achieve what you have. So you need to combine these three things together for you to achieve the success that you are looking for. Okay, so I discovered actually all these things in a hard way. And today you are going to get a way on how to cheat somehow and learn how to get all these things in an easier way. So how did I get them in the hard way? I personally have bought and read more than 500 business, personal development, and entrepreneurship books. I've attended seminars, events, workshop classes on how to improve myself and my businesses for the last 12 years. Paid so many coaches and consultants to understand if something is working or if it's not working. And most importantly, I've spent more than 7 million Kenyan shillings on trial and error to see whatever I have learned, is it working or it doesn't work? This is just my personal money that I've spent apart from what I have been doing for my client. So what you guys are going to get is some of the result of just myself spending more than 7 million Kenyan shillings on the work that I am doing today, and you can implement it for free for yourself, and so that you can grow yourself. Okay, so before we get started, today's webinar is actually sponsored by Marketing Masterclass. Marketing Masterclass is one of our 6 weeks funnels and digital marketing class here at Digenous Growth Training and Consultant. This training is going to show you and help you on how to start your sales funnel, how to build it from scratch, so that you can bring traffic and bring people to this funnel, and it can make sales on your behalf 24/7. While you sleep, while you're on holiday, while you're at work, or anywhere you are, this sales funnel is going to help you take your business to the next level. So this is our sponsor for today. You can go to diginousgrowth.com/marketing masterclass to learn more about Marketing Masterclass. Okay, so today's topic, what we are going to discuss and learn today, is the 6 scales constraint, the 6 things that are stopping us from scaling our businesses to the next level. What we believe is, for you to build any business, taking an example here, it's most of us, our target is to have at least 100 million business. So there is always a pattern in terms of revenue, and this pattern usually goes like this. For you to take your business from startup to 1 million, there is one level of you going. From 1 million to 10 million, there is another level. And from 10 million to 100 million, we also have a third level that it's there. And then from 100 million and beyond, all these are levels that are there now. The issue usually comes like this. In all these levels, you need to adapt and change certain things for you to grow from one level to another. Most people, they face what we call as flat line, and they feel like this is a survival rate in this place because they don't understand and they don't know how to push themselves and to move themselves to the next level. And we are going to see what we are supposed to do so that we can go to the upper level today. Now, things that we believe that are going to take our business to the growth that we want are actually the same. That's why we say all businesses, they grow in the same way. It doesn't matter what type of a business you have. If you are a financial institution, if you are a saloon, if you are a butchery selling meat and fish, if you are a shop selling retail products, a saloon, it doesn't matter what you are doing. As long as you are a business that you serve certain client of yourself, you always are affected in these ways, either to grow and again, also to fail. So what we have actually are 6 pillars or 6 factors of constraints. These are things that are stopping us from growing to the next level that we want to grow. Let's look at them and work on each one. So the 6 pillars of constraint, the first one is vision. If you have unclear, uninspiring, or misaligned vision in your business, truly you are going to fail in that business. So we need to clarify our vision. We need to have an inspiring vision for ourselves and also align our vision to our life and our goals that we want. Second thing is strategy. For you to scale and grow your business properly, you need to choose and execute the right strategy. Usually it's the wrong growth strategy, but it could also be the wrong product or wrong positioning or wrong strategy that usually fail people. So we always need to understand which strategy are we going to implement at the level and the stage that we are in. Because remember we said from 0 to 1 million, that's a different level from 1 million to 10 and from 10 million to 100 million. So you need to understand which level you are at and what you are supposed to implement in these levels. The third thing here, we say it's people. You not having the right people on your team or having the right people, but doing the wrong roles or the wrong activities in your team will also be the reason of you to fail. So we need to understand which people do we need to have in our team, at what time, and what roles they need to play so that we can take our business to the next level. Fourth thing over here we have is communication. Unclear or an inconsistent communication is also another reason that people usually fail to grow their business. So we need to understand how to make our communication clearly. And we are going to look at all these things one after another in details in a moment. The fifth thing that we need to have is systems. If you lack to document system and processes and procedures in your business, there is nothing which is going to go ahead the way you want. Because without systems are like your formulas, they're like your frameworks. These are like the things that you need to take and give to somebody who is new in the business and just understand what needs to be done. Follow the formula or the procedure or the framework and get you the result that you're supposed to get. So we need to know, do you have systems on how to get traffic, to get customers for yourself? Do you have system on how to deliver your product and your service to people? Do you have system on how to follow up with the people? Do you have system on employing or even firing people in your business? And the last thing that it's going to affect your business either to grow in the positive way or the negative way is actually money. Most entrepreneurs and most companies, they mismanage the money and the cash flow that they have. We are going to look today what we need to do in the proper way so that we can manage our money and we can have the proper cash flow, especially in this trying economy that we are at right now. I believe so many people right now are suffering, especially small business owners, and this suffering mostly is coming because of the lack of cash flow. So we are going to learn today and see what we're supposed to do so that we can take our businesses to the next level. Let's start with the first one. So the first factor that we discuss about is vision, and this is what we need to understand as a business. First important thing you need to know and understand as a business is who are we? Who are you in these businesses? You need to know. What are you doing in this business is another thing that you need to answer for yourself, apart from just who you are. So for us, who we are, we say in our business, we are a coaching company to coach entrepreneurs to take their businesses to the next level. What we do in our business is we're having trainings, we have workshops, we have seminars, and we have events and masterminds that entrepreneurs, small business owners, founders, and CEOs come to us and learn from what we are doing so that they can implement and take their businesses to the next level. So you also need to answer yourself these questions. Who you are in your business, and the second thing, what do you do in your business? The third thing you need to understand and know is who do we serve? This is a very important question here. You need to understand who you are serving. When I was doing these questions myself in our business, we decided to think of it in this way. Sometimes it becomes so tough for you to decide, or you feel that the type of business you have is you can serve anyone and everyone. Let's say you are selling food. You can say, oh, each and every single person wants food. Yes, that is true, but we need to understand who is the target market that we want so that we can focus on this target market in our messaging whenever we want to communicate with these people. And we also want to eradicate some type of people that we don't want. You actually need to have a stand and say, these are the people that we are working with or we serve, and these are type of people that we don't serve. So it doesn't matter if you are willing and able to spend money for you to become our customers. No, we don't want people who are lazy. It doesn't matter. Even if you are a business owner, you have the best business in this world. If you are lazy to implement what we are saying, what we are teaching you and what we are training you, then we don't want you to be there. If you are rude or you are an egoistic person, you are not ambitious, or you don't have leadership skills, these are the things that we try to stay away from the type of people we want to serve. Anyone who thinks of, we want a way on how to make money very fast without doing anything or sleeping the whole day. No, we don't serve those people. It doesn't matter what type of business you are, even if you're the best customer in this world, but we have decided the type of entrepreneurs, founders, CEOs, and business owners that we are working with. So even with you, you need to decide who do you want to work with, who do you want not to work with, and be specific enough so that you can know where to follow these people, where they are, and what you can serve them best at. The third thing is actually, where are we going? For your vision, you need to understand, oh, today, this is where our company is, but in the next 90 days, in the next 1 year, and maximum at least in the next 3 years, what is our vision? Where are we going in our business to the level or the vision that we want to know? But just going there is not the only question. You also need to understand, how should we behave along the way from where you are to the next 3 months? How should you behave as a company in the next 1 year? How should you behave in the next 3 years? What do you need to do? How should you behave to take your business to that next level? So these are the 5 key questions. If you are going to answer, then you are going to have a proper vision on your business by understanding who you are, what you do, who do you serve, where are we going, and how should we behave on our way to the next level. Next thing, let's now look at the growth factor number 2, which is the strategy. Now, with the strategy, first important thing that we want to look and understand is this: what goals must we achieve in the given period to fulfill our mission? Do you have goals that you are supposed to achieve for you to get to the mission that you want to go to? Every single one of us has a mission, I believe. So for you to achieve that mission, you need to have a strategy. A strategy is like a big way from you starting from level 1 to this level 2. But from this level 1 to level 2, you actually have smaller goals which you need to achieve to take you where you want to go. So you need to know, what are these goals? What is the step number 1 goal? Let's say the goal you have right now is, we want to serve 1,000 people this year in the business that we have. Okay, you want to serve 1,000 people. Now, you need to break down this goal in a simple way. If we want to serve 1,000 people, and let's say you only work 10 months the whole year, then the goal can be something like this. Every single month, we need to serve at least 100 people so that by the 10th month, we have 1,000 people. So if every month we are serving 100 people, can we divide it? At least we look at it and we see how many people should we serve at least weekly. So 100 divided by 4 weeks in a month, that is 25 people. So, at least every single week, we need to serve 25 people. You can even go further and say, 5 days in a week, how many people are we going to serve? And everything and anything that you do, you need to have a proper strategy, number 1. And number 2, what critical projects must be completed and when do they need to be completed? This is another very important thing that we need to know and have. You always need to have priorities in your business, and these priorities need to be finished before you going to the next thing. Always have projects that this is today's project, that if we are going to do this now, unless we do and we finish this without us multitasking and trying to think on the second, third, and fourth thing, then we will go to the next thing after we have finished the first one. And the last thing, which is super important here, is what resources, what skills, and what assets must we acquire so that we can achieve these strategies. So for example, if we'll take the same concept we started with, we want to serve at least 1,000 customers this year in our business, then you might say the resources or the skills that we need to have is, we don't know how to get traffic online, or we don't have a proper marketing team, or we don't have a proper sales people. So those are the skills or the resources or the assets that you actually need to acquire to make you achieve the strategy that you want, which will give you the mission or the goals that you are after. So always need to understand, after planning what you want to do, then the implementation part in the best way manner is for you to understand the resources that you need, the skills that you need, and also the assets that you need, which are going to take you to that level that you want. A third factor that we are going to look at today is people. I believe for you to have a company, it is not chairs or computers or laptop or screen or billboard and phones and the building that is there. It's actually the people who are there. So what we need to do here is to understand something very important, that do we have all the help we need, or are we missing certain roles in our business? Ask yourself, whatever I'm doing today, do we have the people who have the skills to achieve what we want to do, or are we missing certain roles? And if you're missing, then you need to get the people who are supposed to do. Another thing you need to know in your business is who is responsible for what thing and what are they supposed to do. So for example, you want to build a website or to change your website in your business. So the question that you need to have is, ask yourself, who is responsible in updating and changing our website? So that is the role. We know this person is supposed to do it. And another thing, do they know how to do that thing? Or is there somebody else that they're going to work with to do that thing? So whenever you have these roles and responsibilities, the blame game in the company usually goes down, and the productivity on the company and the momentum and the result shoots up very fast, because we know who is supposed to do what at what time, and if they know how to do it or not. And if somebody doesn't know how to play their role properly, you can either change that person with another person, or maybe you can even make that person learn to do the role in a proper way. And the last option, which we usually don't like, is either to fire this person or hire somebody from outside to come and implement it. So the third thing is, who is allowed to tell other people what to do? Who is in charge of your other employees? If there are 2, 3, 10 people in your team, who is supposed to pass message to the others? And also, how do we deal with conflicts in our business if they might occur? And lastly, how do we hire people? How do we train people? And if necessary, how do we exit and fire somebody from the team? We also need to have and document and understand these systems so that we can take our businesses to the next level and make it to grow by itself without you being there. Because if you have this documented down, it becomes so easy for you to understand what you're doing and how you can take your business to the next level. The fourth factor that is going to help or hinder our growth is communication. And in communication, the first thing we usually say is, what is the most important thing right now? And is everyone on the team aware of and aligned with those priorities? So let's say this is the third quarter of 2022. So what is the most important thing that we are supposed to do in this quarter? And is everyone in our team aware that this is the most important thing right now to do? And do we have these things in a priority way for our people to play their role in them? Second thing is, does the team know how the company is doing right now? Does the team know if we are growing, if we are in a flat line, or if you are even going down? Do they know that? Also, do they know what the goals are, and if we are making progress towards these goals or not? These are very crucial and very important things that we need to sit and discuss with our team members, so that the time when we want to implement what we want to implement, they feel that they were actually concerned, they were actually asked, they were actually brought in as a team to discuss all these issues. And when they want to implement these issues, they believe that they were not left behind the time we were doing them. Another thing here is what meetings do we run and how do we run them? So a very crucial thing for us in our company, we usually have quarterly meetings. Every quarter we have a big meeting for our whole team. Every month we have meetings, and every week, the start of the week and the end of the week, we usually have two types of meeting by looking at what is the most important thing in this week that you're supposed to do. And on the last day of the week, we also usually have a meeting by looking at whatever we plan to do this week. Did we achieve these things? If we didn't achieve, why didn't we achieve? And are we supposed to take them further or remove them from our progress towards our company that we're supposed to do? So usually you need to have this rhythm in understanding when are we supposed to do our meetings. So apart from this way, other things of communication, it's very important. I usually tell people we need to have the best type of communication as a written communication so that no one can later on say that you did not ask them to do these things, or you did not communicate in an easier way or a clear way. So the best way of communication in the team is actually through email or WhatsApp chat or message. And I know there's so many ways. Slack is one of the best important tools that you can use right now for your communication as a team, but you can also have a group in WhatsApp or even individually, or a group for your emails for you to communicate as a team to take your business to the next level. The fifth thing that will hinder our growth factor is actually systems. Now, with systems, we need to understand how can we improve our output and efficiency in this company that we are running. Another thing we need to know is what are our company's critical processes and the best practices that we are doing. So with the first one is you need to have this system that shows you, are we improving in what we are doing? We are coming here from morning until evening every single day trying to achieve this thing. The way we are doing it and the system that we're following, is it efficient enough? Is it giving the result the way we want or faster? And the second thing is the process that we are working on and the practices that we are doing, are they the best for us or not? Third thing we need to have also is, how do we establish a culture of documenting and training? Every single critical thing you are doing in your business, you need to have a way on you documenting these things so that you can train other people instead of you repeating yourself every single time. So for example, the way we even build our websites, we have a way on how to start the first part, the second, up to the last thing that is supposed to be there. So we have documented them, we've actually recorded videos for them, and we have written materials for them so that any single person who comes in our team, they first need to know, it doesn't matter how good they are in what they're doing, they need to understand the culture in the way we do things. So we usually give them these materials, either our videos or documents that we have. They go through them and understand how our system, how our business is going, what is our vision and what we are doing to achieve what we have. So that is a very important thing that you always need to document. You can document every single thing in your business. And a final thing in the growth factor for system is, can our critical software and utilities that we have scale us to the next level? The systems that you have, the website that you have, the email program that you are using, the communication system that you are using, the office that you are having, the computers that you have, every single thing that you have in your business, you always need to ask yourself, if my business will expand 2 times, 3 times, 10 times, the systems we are having right now, can they accommodate all these people? always try to have systems that can accommodate at least double the current number of customers or clients, or even the things that you do in your business. When you have that, it becomes so easy for you to have that breathing space that anytime anything happens, you can adjust in an easier way. This is a very critical, important thing that you need to have. And lastly, it's actually the growth factor number 6, money. With money, we are saying this. If a catastrophic event, let's say COVID, came again, event like COVID or anything that came, if any catastrophic event occurred and your sales dropped at least by 50% or even 100%, how long will you stay in your business? How long are you going to survive? If things are going to be locked down and closed and no one is supposed to go around, how long will your business survive if at least 50% of what you are doing in your sales has gone down? Another thing is this: do we have at least 90 days of operating expenses in savings? For your business, do you know what your savings are? And savings is everything. Salaries, do you have enough payroll? Do you know how much you are paying your salaries? That is yourself and your employees. Another thing is rent of the place, the utility bills that you are paying, the softwares that you are using to run your business, every single thing that you need. Do you have an operating expenses in saving, at least for the next 90 days? That's number one. And number two, do you have a credit line of at least 90 days that you know, if anything happens, that this group of individual or companies or even a bank or somebody that can help you to survive for the next 90 days so that you can put yourself back in fit and run your business to the next level. Another thing is here is, how do we decide how much to invest in our customer acquisition, in our payroll, on the rent, and any other major expenses? You need to know what is the limit, the lowest limit and the highest limit for your business to do. So how much money do you have as a budget for your marketing and your sales people? Rent, how much is it? Payroll and other expenses. Let's say you need to have a new software in your business. Does your expense allow you to get that software right now or not? These are very crucial things that you need to understand in your business. And lastly here is, how do we distribute profit? How much do we share back in our company? You also need to have a system like this, because we always need to be together in the good times with our people and try to share out and distribute profit apart from the salaries that we are doing or we are giving out. Actually, what I'm trying to tell you here is this thing, that cash is the fuel in your business. If you lose or you run out of cash, your business is going to stop and you're not going to do anything. So it's as simple as that. If you are going to have cash flow coming to you, you are going to survive. Without cash flow, nothing is going to grow in your business. And it doesn't matter how much money you have right now in your company. If cash flow is not coming, then you are going to stall, and lastly, you are going to drown and close down businesses. So guys, what we have here is just a simple framework on showing you all the levels that we have in businesses. The first level of inventor, the second of the driver, third of the builder, and fourth of the guide. These are the levels of you launching your business, which is done by entrepreneurs. Second level is the selling level that is done by the marketer. The third one is the constraint level, which is actually done by the CEO. And this is what we actually discussed today. The 6 growth factors are here in the builders level. And the last one is the advisory board, which is usually the vision of where you want to go in your business. And this is done by the advisor or the guide in our business. And we've made them in a way to look at them, what you're supposed to do in each and every single level. I know and I believe right now that, guys, you have some questions to ask for what we have gone through. So please, if you have any questions, put them in the chat box and I can answer all of them. And again, apart from the questions that you are going to be taking here, if you will want to learn more about our event, about our training, about our company, or you want to even ask your question personally, you can actually go to digenusgrowth.com/free, and you can see all the free things that we have. Actually, the best thing for you to go and to do there is to schedule a free consultation call so that we can talk and discuss together and know what is going through in your business right now, what are your needs in your business right now, and how we can help you grow, systemize, and scale your business to the next level faster. So let me pause this for now so that I can check the questions that are here. And for those who are going to be seeing this video later on, you can go to digenusgrowth.com/free and you can ask your question there. Bye for now and see you later. So I'm pausing so you guys give us your questions and I can answer them.